Hey everyone, my name is Hannah Anderson, and for this assignment, I chose Carla Gardenia Pestana's article, The Quaker Executions as Myths and Histories. Pestana published this article in September of 1993 when she was the Associate Professor of History at The Ohio State University. She currently is a Professor of History at UCLA, where she still teaches U.S. religious histories and has since this article written more articles and books on the subject. She has also got many other interests that she likes, but this one seems to be the most comfortable that she writes about. In this particular work, Pestana tells the story of how the Quakers invaded the New World, specifically Massachusetts, and how they met the Puritans. The Quakers planned to come over as missionaries and convert all these Puritans and other people, but specifically the Puritans whom they believed were led astray by the devil, and that they would show them the new light, the Quaker light, the truth, and they would convert to be Quakers. And what they were met with actually was the extreme resistance of the Puritans. And the Puritans, even Pestana mentions in her article of how they believed and what they felt towards the Quakers. And it says here, Quakerism was the latest satanic plot to undermine their godly efforts to establish true churches of Christ in the inhospitable American wilderness. So obviously both of them, there was no being able to reach a peace agreement. There was just anger towards each other. And the Quakers started to experience the extreme prejudice of the Puritans in forms of whippings, mutilations, and they would actually make people leave their communities for practicing being a Quaker, and trying to convert them. And it went to all the way to becoming where they would start doing executions. And in 1659 to 1661, there was 4 executions of Quakers by the Puritans. And the 4 were Marmaduke Stevenson, William Robinson, Mary Dyer, and William Ledra. In the case of Mary Dyer, she actually was forced to leave. And when she did leave, she had to watch the other 3 be executed with a halter around her neck, which was that's just weird. But anyways, she left and she came back and was being a missionary again to the Puritan people and was actually then executed, which was really sad. But anyways, the movement to kill these 4 people did not stop the Quaker movement. If anything, it made them more angry and wanted to do more. But anyways, the Puritans stopped executing in fear of the king getting mad. And in fact, it says in 1661, the King of England, Charles II, did write a letter to New England telling them to quit it. And anyways, they through this, the Quakers actually has showed the hypocrisy that the Puritans were showing, as in they left their old living to the New World so that they could experience religious freedoms, but in fact weren't letting anybody else experience those same things. So the historiography began to change, and how the Puritans they thought were these enlightened religious freedom people were in fact these hypocritical people that weren't letting anybody do what they wanted to do, just what the Puritans wanted them to do. As in Arthur H. Schaeffer, he showed how the United States was at first looked enlightened, and how the Puritans took the high ground when this was happening, saying that these Quakers came in and they invaded and they had to execute them because the missionaries were demonic and bent on destroying God's people. When in fact, then the Quakers took the other route, saying that these horrible Puritan people were killing us and we didn't have anything to do about it. And George Bancroft, he does this as well. He shows the Quakers as these defenders of liberty and against what the Puritans were doing. There is even one instance in when a Quaker wrote, his name was Francis Hogwill. He likened the colonial authorities of the Puritans to Roman Catholics and how they were persecuting the Protestants, and then the Protestants and the Quakers would be the Quakers. Anyways, it just shows the change in how at first Puritans were believed to be these enlightened people that have come up with this idea of religious freedoms when in fact they were not. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching this video. I hope everyone has a great semester. Bye.